We're selling a down close on crude, 74.30. Got it. NASDAQ just melted down. No way to get that trade. Come on. Go. Got a full winner. Right at the open. One 21 ticks. You have no long trade on the NQ. Looking for a pullback on crude and another short. Got that ice cold beer going already. It's 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. Nothing like a cold beer first thing in the morning. All right, let's look for a pullback and continuation short on the NQ. We really don't have a short trade here. Because we're not going to get background bias. Okay, there goes the NQ to the upside. No long trade. Oh man, it's running. We just didn't have an entry there. 15 was below the 50. We're way off support. On this down candle on crude, one quant, no dot confirmation. It goes nowhere. No long trade. No, we have no long trade and with no trade on the NASDAQ right now. No setups yet. Let's look for a pullback and continuation short on crude. We have no long trade on the NASDAQ. We're not going to trade into that pivot. Three losers in a row. 1, 2, 3. No background bias on any entry. I have no short on crude despite the continuation signal. The 15 is above the 50. And the signal's gone. We have no trade on the NASDAQ right now. Now we'd have a short entry on crude if we didn't have the pivot below. Crude really looks like it wants to move down. It's really a nice setup, except for the pivot. We'll see if it breaks it. It may break it, but we're not going to take the risk. We've got nothing on the NQ. Here's the move. All right, here we go on the NQ. Look at that. It never broke the pivot. And crude, it turned. Went 4 ticks. Now here's where we need a pullback on the NASDAQ and a long trade. Now watch this short. We're going to take this short. We're going to take the second hit of the pivot on crude if we get it down close. Need that middle quant. Watch the middle quant. If it hits, we're going to short at 14, 74.14. Didn't hit. Now it's hit. Now they're all red. Let's see if we can get a pullback here. Now there goes the NASDAQ. Look at that. Crude did not break the pivot a second time. We're selling a down close on crude at 10. Got it. There we go. I'm closing the trade. That's it. We're done. 390. It's good enough on a Friday. I was hoping we'd get 400. We'll take the 390. 2 trades, 2 winners. That's enough. It went 8. I saw this trade, but it was risky on that wick. 15 was above, but it ran all the way. Now crude's going to go lower. We're going to take our 400. Oh, look at this trade on crude. Son of a gun. I mean, did we time this crude trade perfectly? I mean, I really, even though I closed it because it was I wanted to close with 400 for the day. This is another $250 trade. And we sidestepped a lot of losers today. That's it. There's no way I'm taking another trade. Let's go over the trades. Now, there were great trades on crude today. Short trade, 915, 246 at about 10. Full winner right here. That's a pivot breaking candle close right here. You see this price comes right to the pivot, gets a bounce, then comes down, it breaks it, you're back in, full winner. We took the trade. I saw this small swing pivot. I anticipated it would break right through. Kabam. In fact, I'm not even sure that this pivot had been created yet because it happened so quickly. We had this move down. We didn't take it. Had no background bias, no dot confirmation, and it was a failure. Now this trade, we'll take these off. This trade I didn't want to take it into the pivot, and there was room, but it was real tight. I could have taken it right here, but I had no dot confirmation here, even though I had the double bull failure wick. I didn't want to take it. The place to take the trade, if you were going to take it, was right here on this pullback with dual dot confirmation, and it would have been a loser. Then price came down, waited for the wick back, got it. Pivot breaking candle, bam. I mean, on the candle close, we broke the pivot. So this was, free and clear. And look at that. And I'll tell you, when you snap these pivots, they fire out. And if the pivot holds, like this pivot didn't snap to the upside, but we saw yesterday, it has the inclination to do so. So we could have held this. I'll show you how much we made. We would have made 250 on a full winner, 15 and 10. I just wanted to get something on the runner. Okay. Now here's the 390. Here are the two trades. Now we've made 140 instead of 250. So we gave up $110. It's still a really, really nice morning for a Friday on two trades, two winners. Hardly any contracts crossed. No battle with the market. We didn't have to come all the way back. Done. And the continuation, way off support.